This time we're going to look at the Arylic S50Pro Plus. This is a streaming wireless preamp, similar to the others, but no power amp. This one requires your own amplifier, but it does all the other same stuff. Let's check it out. In this episode, we're going to look at the new Arylic S50 Pro. This is a wireless streaming preamplifier. So this one, there's no power amp in this. This is connected directly to your existing stereo system, and it gives you the capability of playing all your streamed content over your existing system. I'm using currently an A50. This is the S50. This is the S50 Pro. It just has a few additional features that my existing S50 does not have. In addition to what my S50 has, which I've reviewed before, this one has a subwoofer output, so you can connect it to an external subwoofer, and it's got optical in as well as optical out, and also coaxial output. One line input, one line output, reset button, the two antennas for Bluetooth and for Wi-Fi. We're going to cut this one up, show you guys how to operate this one really quickly. There's not a lot to show in this one because, again, it's just a preamplifier. I'll connect it up to my existing sound system here. So here is my line out, or line into my amplifier, which is going to connect to the line out on the back here. We're going to plug in the 12-volt adapter, and this one actually will probably go into service in my media closet and replace what I've already got there now, because the one I've got there now is just a bare board. This one looks a lot nicer in the cabinet, so I'm going to put this one into service once I get it set up. So the two antennas screw onto the back. When the system boots up, it's going to prompt me to connect it to my Wi-Fi network. Like all the others, it connects exactly the same way as the others. Okay, on the screen I got a message that says no internet. I'm going to click the add device list and go into settings, and I should find this sound system. So I click on sound system, and then I just have to wait for a message to come up that I will click on that will keep it connected over Wi-Fi. It's waiting to connect. There we go, keep Wi-Fi connected. Now I should get a message on here telling me that it is connected. I can go back to the app, and there it's now going to load. Waiting for connection. I'm going to select my network, and it will now connect to my network. Connected successfully. Okay, now it's showing up as media room, and if I click on media room, which is going to tell me on the screen here, if I pick tune in radio, I was wondering whether this is going to show anything other than the music sign. We'll just try local radio for the heck of it. And I will get the sound through the system here.
In the right lane. Enjoy free pool table play and dartboards for free every day, all day at the Clydesdale Inn Pub, corner of Highway 6 A Street, Cloverdale.
Need to get rid of an old large appliance? Make sure it gets
so it tells you what volume level you're at, and now it's telling me right here. Cool. It's telling me what station I'm listening to. That's actually quite nice. This one might end up in my living room where it actually can be seen, because the one that sits in my media closet, I'll take my S50 and put it in the media closet. The one that sits in my media closet, it is never seen, whereas in my living room, it sits on top of my receiver, so it can be seen and show me what it's doing. That is kind of nice. I like the display already. If I go over to my music, go to my phone, will it? Oh, good. It's going to show me the track that's playing.
level out a bit.
There we go. So it tells me on the screen what is being played. Gotta like that. Yeah, I like this thing. it's very cool. What happens if I go and play music from my my computer? If I go to my desktop PC. Now I can play all the music from my PC in random mode. It'll show up on the screen here. Now once I've started playing the music from my PC, for example, I can close the app down on my phone. I don't have to keep the app playing on my phone. The app inside the S50 Pro will continue to communicate with the PC. I can use the remote control, for example, if I click the next track. I put it in random play, so it's just going to pick random tracks because I've set it up for random play. If you have a playlist, obviously it's going to follow the playlist. Every time I click the button on the remote control, it'll pick another track. I can control the volume from here as well. I like it. I like it. I like the display on this unit. This one's going to become the new one in my living room, I believe. And the S50 non-Pro is going to end up in my media closet. I think. This one maybe will end up in my media closet. Haven't decided yet, but one thing for sure, this one's going into my system. I'll be careful here. I can't play this for too long because I don't want to get in any trouble, right? And for you guys wondering, what's my music library like? Let's just say it's big. It's probably 100,000 tracks of every type of music. Nice little playback machine, nice little streaming. Pause it there, and as I say, I can go back to the app and change inputs, bring up the 4Stream app again, and go back to my media room, and I can change that to, say, back to TuneIn Radio, and go back to my ABC Jazz Australia. That just so happens to be the station I'm picking for the demo. Anyway, that's it. The S50 Pro. And from the remote control, we can select all the other inputs, like we can select auxiliary input. USB stick plugged in the back, press the USB input. It should pick the tracks. I don't know whether it'll play them in random or not, or whether it's just going to play them in the order that they're recorded on here. I think if I log in on the phone and set it for random, it will then, when I play tracks from the memory stick, it should play them in random. If I'm not mistaken, it's going to wait for it to sync up here. Again, in the app, if you go into the USB settings, you can switch on or off random, and then you can exit the app, and then the remote control will pick the next track. Now I can just change tracks. It takes a few seconds to change each track when you do it that way, but it is set in random now, so it'll play whatever's on the USB stick in random order, which is kind of nice. Then you don't have to have anything else. Just if you want to play constant music, just throw a big USB stick into the back of it, set it in random mode, and your music will stream or play from the USB track. Anyway, that's a quick look at the S50 Pro Plus from Arylic. I'm going to stop this now before I get busted for copyright infringement. But there it is, playing back. Play it back off of a USB stick. You can stream it from your phone. You can also plug in to a computer if you want to stream from a computer. You can plug it into RJ45 if you don't want to use Wi-Fi. If you say setting this in an area where there is an Ethernet cable present, that's probably how I'll connect this, because if this ends up in my media closet, it's right sitting next to the router. I can just plug it in directly. I don't have to worry about it being on Wi-Fi. But you've got all those options for this little preamplifier. Link is in the description. And first rate, I've been using one of these now for a couple of years on my other system. I've been using the earlier version, the S50 Pro. Does everything this does, except for this one has a screen on it, so you can see what you're doing. It'll tell you what it's playing, and it has a subwoofer output as well as your SPDIF out and SPDIF in. I think the S, and it only has one auxiliary input. The S50 Pro, it had two inputs on it. That's the other difference on it. It had two inputs. But anyway, that's about all I can show you on this one here. Put the power off on here, power button to turn it off. And I can unplug my USB stick without having to worry about damaging anything on it. Link is in the description. Thanks for watching. We'll catch you in the next one. Bye for now.